Hello everyone, my name is Maria Margolis from Holistic, and welcome to day 1 of our 7-day Ashtanga Yoga Challenge. The essence of the Ashtanga method is conscious breathing with sound. It is a deep kind of oceanic sound in the back of our throats. We call it Ujayi breath. In Ashtanga, we link the breath with the movement. So every movement that we do has a breath and a count. This is called vinyasa. This method is really beautiful because it is kind of like a moving meditation. As we move through the postures and our practice, our mind is always focused on the breath or on the sound of the breath rather. So it gives us like a mantra through our whole practice. Today we're going to learn salutation A or Surya Namaskara A, and our focus is going to be downward facing dog or Ardha Mukha Svanasana, which is kind of like one of the fundamental poses in yoga. You'll see it in most yoga classes, but it's not exactly an easy beginner resting pose as many people make it sound. It's actually a pretty challenging posture. So downward facing dog involves our whole body. It's fairly complicated physically, and it's very demanding pose that requires a lot of coordination as well as joint mobility. So let's start. We're going to start at the beginning of the mat standing up. We're going to start in the first posture. It's called Sandasthiti Heat or standing straight. It's a very active pose. You're going to bring your feet together, spread the toes, and you're going to squeeze the inner thighs together. Your legs are straight. By squeezing the inner thighs and activating the glutes a little bit, you're going to lift the pelvic floor and press the belly back towards the spine. So we're elongating the spine. The pelvis is coming a little bit forward, so you're not arching in the back. So you're very, very active. Your ribs are in, your shoulders are relaxed, and your hands are down. We're going to start the Ujayi breathing, deep sound of the breath in the back of the throat. So you're going to close the back of the throat a little bit, and you're going to breathe through the nose, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Deep oceanic kind of like breath. And it's not a forced, harsh breath. It's kind of like a fluid, more like the ocean kind of breath. So it's fluid, it flows, it has equanimity. So it's long, the inhale is as long as the exhale, and it's soft and moving. Don't worry about it too much. The more you do it, the more it's gonna click everything, okay? So don't worry about doing everything perfect and throwing out a lot of ideas and a lot of concepts to you. But slowly, the more you practice, the more you're gonna be able to incorporate all these things into the same time, at the same time. So just so you have them in the back of your mind. Inhale and exhaling through the nose, Ujjayi breath. One more breath, inhale. Good. On the next inhale, we're going to start with Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, this is 1. Open your arms, lift the arms straight, palms together, look up. 2, exhale, dive forward, straight back. You can bend your knees if your hamstrings are very tight. Hands on the floor, relax your neck. The third step is inhale. You're going to straighten the legs, look up, straighten the spine. Keep the neck straight. You might want to put your hands on your knees, or not on directly on your knees, but on your thighs just to support you. Exhale. We're going to step back to a plank position. On plank, you want to have your shoulder, elbows, and wrists stacked. If you're not very strong here, you can put your knees on the floor. That's okay. And then exhale to chaturanga, elbows in, all the way to the floor. Inhale, we're gonna slide forwards and lift into an upward facing dog. Your shoulders roll back. And if you can, keep your knees off the floor, activating in the legs. If you can't do that, you can just do the cobra. Exhale, we're gonna move back into a down dog. So this is our first down dog.
Usually for beginners, it's very hard to put their heels on the floor, so don't worry about that if your heels are over here.
If you're very tight and your shoulders are over your wrists, you want to bend those knees and just lift the hips up as much as you can.
What's important here is that you straighten the arms as much as you can, push the floor away,
and your hands are facing forwards. They're a little bit more open than your shoulders.
And your feet are hip width apart, not too wide, not too together, okay? Breathe long, deep breaths here with sound. Keep pressing the belly towards the spine. Lengthen the neck. We take 5 breaths here.
We're gonna look forwards and we step forwards. Feet together. Exhale, bend over the legs.
So if you're a little bit more flexible, you might be able to keep the legs straight. Otherwise, bend the legs. Inhale, come all the way up.
Press into the floor with your feet. Press your legs together. Come up, arms out, palms together. Exhale, hands down, and we come back to the first posture, salutation. Good? We're gonna do that again a few times. So, salutation, Ujayi breath. Next, inhale, arms out. Palms together, look up, belly in. Exhale, dive forward, straight back if possible. Straight necks if possible, otherwise bend your legs.
Inhale, you're gonna look up straight in the spine.
If you can't keep the hands on the floor, you can place the hands on your thighs. Exhale, place the hands on the floor, bend your knees, and you're gonna come into chaturanga position, either into a plank or knees on the floor. If you are in a plank, I'll demonstrate that this time. You're gonna bend your elbows, come into a chaturanga. Inhale, roll through the front of the feet into an upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders back, look up, knees off the floor, activate those legs. Exhale, roll through the feet into a down dog position.
Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Feet are hip width apart. Activate those legs as well. So bring those thighs up. Your armpits are going to go towards each other, so your shoulders are rolling inwards. Press the floor away. So here, your shoulders are actually coming closer into your ears. So you're elevating those shoulders. Long, deep breaths. Remember, if you need to bend your knees, that's okay. Just try to focus on your breathing and on the sound of the breath. One more breath.
Look forwards and let's walk again. Feet together, straight or bent.
Bend over the legs. Inhale, pressing to the floor. Grow up.
Arms up, palms together, and exhale down. Very good. Again, inhale. One breath, one movement. Exhale, dive forwards. Hands by your sides, bend their straight legs. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands on the floor, Chaturanga Dandasana. So choose your variation. This time I'm gonna do the variation with my knees on the floor. Exhale, all the way down with control. Inhale, push into a cobra or an upward facing dog, legs off the floor. And exhale into a down dog.
Long, deep breaths here. Focus your attention on the sound of the breath. 2, if you need to take a rest, you can come into a child's pose. So just open your knees and press back into the heels. Otherwise, stay in a down dog. Breathe 4. And 5.
Look forward, so walk to the feet together, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms together, look up, press your thighs together. Exhale, hands down, Samasthiti, standing straight. Good. So don't worry about if at the beginning you can't do one movement with one breath. Usually the movements that go up are inhale, and all the movements that go down are exhale. But at the beginning, if your breath is very short, you might need to take a few extra breaths. As long as you're catching that upward movements with the inhale and the downward movements with the exhale, it's okay, just take extra breaths. And then eventually, slowly, with more practice, your breath is going to become longer and you'll be able to match every movement with one breath. But again, it takes practice. Let's do a few more together. Feet together. We're going to do 3 more. Try not to stop. Prepare. Inhale, arms up. Palms together. Press the belly. Press the thighs. Exhale, dive forwards. This is 2.
3. Inhale, halfway lift.
4. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Step back to plank or knees on the floor. Inhale, Cobra or upward facing dog. This is 5 and 6. Exhale into down dog.
Long deep breath here. 1. 2. Trying to find some stillness and some quiet here. 3. Focus on the sound of the breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. The mouth is always closed. 4. 5.
Good. Look forwards and walk slowly to the front of the mat. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, bend forwards. Inhale, come all the way up, press the floor away. And exhale. Again, inhale, 1. Exhale, 2, bend forwards. 3, inhale, look up. 4, exhale, step backward, jump. Chaturanga Dandasana, come all the way down. Inhale, 5, upward facing dog. Exhale, 6, down dog.
Long deep breath. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5.
Look forwards. You can jump or step forwards to the front of the mat. Look up. Straighten the spine. Exhale, 8. Bend forward. 9. Come all the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Very nice. 1 more. Ekam. Inhale, arms up. 2. Exhale, dive forwards. 3. Inhale, look up. Chatwari, exhale, jump or step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Modify as you need to. Pancha, inhale, upward facing dog. Sha, exhale, down dog. 5 long, deep, smooth breath here.
Focus. 2. Try and press the belly towards the spine here. This is called Uddiyana Bandha. And at the same time, lift your pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. 4, 5. Look forwards, jump or step forwards deep together. Look up, straight legs are bent. Exhale, bend over. Ashtanga. Nava, inhale, come all the way up, palms together. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands down. Very good. Okay, so for those of you who could do lotus, you could do full lotus. The right leg comes first, and the left leg comes on top. You can't do full lotus, you could do half, one leg, or you can just cross your legs. Whatever you can do, just modify. If you can do lotus, usually the right leg also on top, and then the left leg, the left hand will wrap around and try and grab the left foot, and the right grabs the right foot. If you can't do that and you just cross-legged, you can grab your elbows or your wrists. Inhale, extend the spine, and exhale, bend forwards. If you're very, very, very stiff, you might want to bring your arms forwards. Long, deep breaths here. And 5. Slowly come up. Inhale. Spine is straight. We're going to bring these 2 fingers together, the thumb and the index. The other 3 fingers are straight. Palms are up on our knees. Again, if you're cross-legged, and if your hips are very, very tight and they're up here, you maybe want to use a block or sit on a cushion to give you a little bit more support. Spine is straight. Belly is in. Uddiyana Bandha. Your pelvic floor is lifted and your chin is down slightly towards the chest. Our gaze is either down or towards the tip of the nose. You're going to breathe here, long, deep Ujayi breaths. One. 2. So the goal is to try and find equanimity in the breath. So the inhale should be as long as the exhale. 4. Inhale. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Good. To finish, we're gonna do the last posture, Upputuhi. If your legs in full lotus, you can come up like that. It's the easiest way. But if your legs are crossed, you can do that too. Our hands are gonna go forward, spiral hips, straight arms, and we're gonna bring our pelvis and our feet off the floor if possible. If you can only do your pelvis, you can do that. Just do the best you can. It's a really powerful pose to work on stability of the core and our strength. So hands by your sides. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift your pelvis off the floor, and if you can, lift your feet as well. Breathe. 1, 2, 3. The more you bring your
your feet towards you, the easier it will be. 4. Press the belly towards the spine. 5, 6, 7. If you're in a full lotus, you will look like this. 8, 9, and exhale. 10. Good. Let's lay down in Shavasana. Palms up towards the sky. Open the legs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Relax. So no need to do anything anymore. You can let go of the Ujayi breath. Let go of any control. Let go of the bandhas, the pelvic floor, the belly. Just relax here for a few breaths. Close your eyes and let go. Just take a moment to just be and do nothing. Simply observe and receive the benefits of the practice. Allow yourself to just be and feel. And slowly you can roll over and come up, or if you want to take a longer Shavasana, you can also do that. We're going to end the class here. Thank you so much for watching, for joining this challenge, and I'm excited to see you tomorrow to learn a little more. Ciao!